We want to bring you an update from the east side. We now know crews have a building fire under control this morning.
Fire crews have been fighting this fire for nearly an hour and a half now. Our Samantha Johnson is there at the scene. Sam, what have you learned?
That's right, Dustin and Gina. This is the biggest takeaway, is that fire is now under control. I want to show you what's left of this scene, though, because it is still very active. As you can see, this fire was in that red two-story building. We did talk to fire officials here at the scene, though, who tell us that building was vacant. So that's the good news. But we do know that fire was primarily on the second level of that building. The fire crews actually had to come out of that building and fight it from the outside because it was so intense about an hour ago. They tell us now there was a little bit of collapse on the first floor of that building. As you can see, though, fire crews were still here trying to diminish what was left of some of those hot spots. But as we mentioned, the good news is this fire is now under control. They've been here on scene now for about an hour and a half. And now the concern is we've got Rule Street to Keystone is completely shut down here on Washington Street on the city's east side. We've got a ton of wet streets. The pavement here is completely flooded. So the big concern now is, of course, with those cold temperatures, what that will look like later this morning. So what you need to know, no injuries have been reported here. That fire now under control. That's the good news. But if your morning commute takes you down Washington, again, this street is completely shut down, as this is still a pretty active scene here. So Lindsay, I know you're keeping an eye on it from inside the studio. If folks need to come down Washington, what would be your advice?
Yeah, thank you, Samantha, for that. This is a major thoroughfare, and I wanted to show you what it looks like from above. This is our tower camera kind of looking down at the scene, and while the fire is under control, that's great news. It's going to take some time for the investigation to happen and before everything's going to get cleared out. So I would anticipate having to avoid this stretch of East Washington Street in between Keystone and Rural for the next several hours. That includes the entire morning rush. Wanted to show you where this is on a map. You can see we're just on the near east side, and if you want to get around that, these are the alternate routes I recommend. Keep in mind, we've got a lot of one-way streets on the city's near east side. So if you're traveling eastbound, I would stick with New York. If you're traveling to the city westbound, use Michigan Street as that alternate route. We'll continue to monitor that and let you know when this all reopens and the headache will no longer be an issue. Chuck?